Hey Roberto, Daphne here. Well done keeping going. I note your exam is on the 29th. I think that's next week. What's that, Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Fantastic. Okay, and just the right attitude. It's all good practice. If you don't get it or get what you want, keep going. 7.5 is really hard. What are you scoring when you do the practice reading and listening and speaking? Are you always getting like 7.5 on the reading and listening? Is it just the writing that's more difficult? Tell me where you are, that'd be useful. So let's have a look at this. Okay. 3 brands in certain countries. Summarize and, as we always say, group and compare. At least 150 words. Okay. The bar chart shows the sales of 3 different brands in 9 countries during 2018. Yep. You don't need this. It's a lot of extra words. I think it's a little bit cheating, maybe. You don't need that. Are shown in thousands. Well, yes. Okay, so 400,000. Exactly, you've got that. Hungary was the country where more cars were sold by far, with almost 400. Now, this is super important. When we write numbers in English, you've mixed this. You've done some of some and some of the other. They should be like this. So we write 400, 1,000. So we have a comma, not a full stop. Really important. Where more cars were sold by far compared to the other nations. You have to have that because you are making a comparison where you say more, which is fine, by far, and I want than, or more by far than the other countries, or more by far compared to. So I need to finish that comparison. Followed past tense by France and Germany. Good. On the other side, not on the other side, in contrast. We don't write on the other side. So in contrast, Belgium was a country with fewer sales. I would go the fewest. Otherwise, you're getting into a muddle. Don't confuse your superlatives like this and your comparatives like that with the fewest sales. Now, where's your overall sentence? Overall, there was no clear pattern. Yes, that is possible. Okay, I'm going to move it because I personally like it here, so it's just easier for me to see. That is possible, but I tell you what is the problem with that. I mean, yes, it's given me an overview, but I kind of want a little bit more in it. Like, I kind of want this to be your overview, but without the numbers. So there's no clear pattern about the favourite brand. In fact, the preference is widely left. All right, okay, the English is lovely, but I'm just worried if we should be giving more information and you're using words, but with nothing terribly exciting. This is sort of what I want in the overall sentence. These superlatives, the least, the most, works nicely in the overall sentence, but you don't need to have the numbers in there. So if we're going to get into the detail, so you've got Belgium was the country with the fewest, 90,000. While you could connect these, Germany, Ireland and Holland sold almost the same number of the total cars, plural, with 2,000 roughly each, just each is fine. Okay, so that works, that's nicely. So that is not like kind of, yes, but make it into this paragraph then. The biggest difference in purchases were between Hungary and Belgium, where the first one was roughly fourfold the second one. Okay, you've kind of compared, but we need to be more specific. So now we need to get into the detail, not just what they were buying in total, but what they were buying. So let's see what you could group. So France, Germany, Poland, Hungary, Audi. Yeah? So I'm going to pause that for a minute. So I don't think I want that yet. BMW was the favourite in 4 countries, yes, while Ford was the preferred brand in 3, In contrast, Audi was not the best option for any country. That's absolutely right, but let's get some more detail into this. Was the favourite in 4 countries. So you could have car buyers in Italy, Germany, France and Ireland showed a strong preference for BMW at around, so now we have to calculate the number, which is a little bit tricky because it's not very obvious in these. So you've got BMW, well, maybe we'll go 110,000, around 110 vehicles. Whereas in these countries, so you're talking about these countries, so keep these countries together. So you've got Italy, Germany, France, Ireland. Germany, France, Ireland. And you said they like, okay, there was no particular, there was no particular preference, particular choice, no particular, no, sorry, I'm getting it, that's getting too complicated. So while, then go into, exactly, so I've just changed the organisation of that sentence. While Ford was the preferred in 3 countries, and they give me numbers at, give me the details, X thousand. So what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry, I feel this is not very helpful. What I'm trying to say is, in your overall sentence, you're right. Overall sentence, I want more detail, but not the numbers. So in here, I want the least, the most in here. Here, I want to get into the detail. Yeah? So this is good. It doesn't matter if you say, give me another superlative. That's fine. But I want more numbers in here because that hasn't got numbers. And I want you to be more specific in here. So here, when you say Audi was not the best, most popular, that's not giving me the information I want. So here I want you to say sales of Audi cars, appeared to be highest in Germany and Hungary. Okay. In contrast, there were there were very few sales, or this was the least popular brand in Belgium, or Belgium and even Italy. So I think you just need a bit more detail on that one. It is so much better, Robert, but I think a little bit more detail. 4 paragraphs, okay? So this, I don't think that works. That's a comment on the total. If you want to put that comment in, it could go here, but it's not specific enough. So 1 sentence here, then your overall, then really good detail on the other 2. Lots of numbers, lots of contrasts, lots of comparisons. So here, problems with pollution are becoming worse. What are the reasons and how can this be solved? So 2 paragraphs here. Scientists, universities and governments. I'm immediately going to say why universities, but maybe you're going to tell me later on. But scientists and governments have debated the necessity to afford the tremendous pollution problems. Afford is buying it. So I think you mean not to afford, you mean to minimize or to reduce. I think afford is a mistranslation. To minimize and reduce tremendous pollution problems. I wouldn't use tremendous in IELTS. For me, it's not academic enough, but good word here, significant pollution problems. So afford the current globally significant, the current, globally significant Okay, so I'm putting in more words here, so I don't think you always need this. Be careful of that. It's a lot of words that you don't always need. So you could put in here globally, worldwide instead. Some believe, think, watch out. No, one or the other. It is not a priority, but others say it's mandatory to do something immediately. This essay will argue reasons and possible solutions. Good, reasons, solutions. Good, okay. A prominent university. All right, so you've put universities in here, but you might have a science journal instead, might be more relevant. On one hand, now, careful, we don't need on the one hand, on the other hand, with reasons and can it be solved. So the structure, watch out, you don't need that. We can do better than that. Okay, so go back to your scientists. Agree that scientists or environmentalists agree there's ample evidence that, or agree that there or have proved that there's evidence, have proved the evidence that contamination in the main cities of Europe is spiraling out of control. Good word. I don't think you need this, okay? I know you have it in the template, but now I want your writing, not just template writing. Take that out. This is because often industries are at the outskirts of large towns and trigger serious problems in the air due to their toxic fumes of greenhouse gases. Good. Secondly, so if I took out that, firstly, secondly, it's not band 7. That's the problem with it. I know it works as a structure, and I know as a structure the template is great, but now we need your writing, not just template writing. Okay? So here, additionally, because industrial waste cannot be managed properly, you don't need that. Our rivers, not our rivers, many rivers, so you don't need that, are contaminated with hazardous and harmful chemical products. Okay? But instead of are contaminated, let's better have been contaminated or are being contaminated. For example, recent research has shown, good, 90%, yep, are in danger due to pollution. Therefore, are in danger of what? Are in danger or have become dangerous. I mean, if you say they're in danger, but in danger of what? If you use an adjective, they've become dangerous due to pollution. Good, that's nice. Really careful on these corrections. Just really take time to check them, okay? However, do it this way. Although there are European cities with excellent waste management, the impact of pollution cannot be underestimated, must be handled in many places. So you've got some European cities, it's okay. Here, in many places, yes, well done, good, you've got that right, superb. Governments need, good, to give effective solutions. Now, we don't give a solution, we offer effective solutions, allocating funds and making a master long-term plan, comma, even with draconian measures, even if this includes, get a conditional structure in here. Even if this includes, so even if is really nice structure. It is essential to encourage renewable, such as good, and let's make a longer sentence, and reusing and recycling, that these should both be INGs. Reusing and recycling should also be taken into account. Yes, should be encouraged or endorsed. We need to be strong on the verbs here. These are good words, write them down as part of this, as as part of this plan, or part of this, maybe not, we need another word for plan, part of this policy is a useful word. Recent study demonstrated that if more people were able to manage and separate, good. Fantastic. Conditional, yes, this is getting so much better. It is necessary to take effective and coordinated measures soon in order to, yeah, brilliant, really good work. Firmly believe a problem that is necessary to view, study, analyze with tangible, practical solutions. No, because think. Like, yes, it's in the template, but does it work here? No. What will increasingly grow in importance? Finding a solution or the problem? Be careful, just don't throw the sentence in there if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, leave it. Yeah? But good work, you're doing well, really doing well.